Good day everyone, especially to you Dr. Ria Kibir. I'm Hanna Perocho from BSHM 3A. So in this video, I'm going to discuss about the chapter 9 that tackles about the laws regulating travel and tour services. According to Paul Saw, a president of Greater Manila Travel Association, with the advancement of technology, travelers can now book their travel arrangement through the internet. While this provides quicker and cheaper access to good tour packages, much of the business of the travel and tour sector has been adversely affected. So for the learning objectives of this topic, the first one is to enumerate the procedure in setting up a travel agency, identify the responsibilities of a legitimate travel agency or tour operator, differentiate ethical from unethical practices by travel agencies and tour operators, also give examples of issues, concerns, and problems of travel agencies and tour operators may have in the conduct of their business. So for the introduction, travel agencies play an important role in the tourism industry by helping the country's economy grow. Since tourism is now a major public concern, the government needs to promote and regulate it. The laws in this chapter explain the rules set by the Department of Tourism and decisions made by the Supreme Court that define how travel agencies and tour operators should operate. It also includes information about the legality of e-ticketing for booking customers that are based on Republic Act 8792, which is also called the Electronic Commerce Law. So let's go to the nature and description of the business. The law, which is the tour operator, shall mean an entity which may either be a single proprietorship, partnership, or corporation regularly engaged in the business of extending to individuals or groups such as services pertaining to arrangements and bookings for transportation and or accommodation, handling and or conduct of inbound tour, whether or not for a fee, commission, or any form of compensation. So this means that a tour operator is a business that helps organize travel services like transportation and hotel bookings for individuals or groups. The business can be owned by one person or a single proprietorship, a partnership, or a corporation, and they can also earn money through direct payments, commissions, or other forms of compensation. Also, it says that tour guides shall mean an individual who guides tourists, both foreign and domestic, for a fee, commission, or any other form of lawful remuneration. So this means that a tour guide is a person who assists and provides information to tourists in exchange for a fee, commission, or any other legal form of payment. So let's go to the accreditation of travel agencies and tour operators. In section 2, who may apply accreditation? The following may apply for accreditation as tour operators and travel agency. The first one is a resident Filipino citizen, that any Filipino citizen who lives in the Philippines can apply. The second one is a partnership organized under the laws of the Philippines, at least 60% of its capital being owned by Filipino citizens. And also, corporations organized under the laws of the Philippines, at least 60% of the subscribed common or voting shares of stocks of which is owned by Filipino citizens, and the composition of its board of directors being at least 60% Filipinos. So it means that a corporation can apply if at least 60% of its stocks and board members are Filipino. And let's go to the section 3, requirements for accreditation. To apply for accreditation, the following documents must be submitted. The first one is the business registration documents. So for when it comes to business registration documents, there's a single proprietorship, a partnership, or a corporation. So for the single proprietorship, a business name certificate including any updates like a document proving the business is legally registered under a single owner. And for the partnership or corporation, it needs a certified copy of the articles of partnerships or incorporations along with its bylaws and amendments, registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission or SEC, where these are the official papers proving the business is legally registered as a partnership or corporation. And also, to apply for accreditation, it needs the list of officers and employees. The first one is a complete list of executive officers, employees, tour guides, and travel representatives if there is any. And also, the list should include their nationality, home address, work experience, and the names of companies they have worked for, including their positions and length of service, and this includes the names of people managing and working in the business. So for the additional requirements for key staff, that it needs the manager must have at least 3 years of experience in tour operations or hold bachelor's degree in tourism and have completed a tour operator's course. And also, at least 2 permanent staff members must have at least 2 years of experience in tour operations. So for this section 4, let's go to the section 4. Additional requirements for tour operator using a motor vehicle. No tour operator shall use any motor vehicle while conducting tours or transporting tourists unless such motor vehicle is accredited with the department and sporting a tourist plate. So this means that the tour operators must have a proper approval from the government to use the vehicles for tours, and that vehicle must have a special tourist plate. So for this section 5, minimum office requirements. So the tour operators shall comply with the following office requirements. The first one is it shall be located in a commercial district and not in the residential district. So this means that the office should be in a business area, not a house area or in the house. The second one is that it must be easily identifiable and shall be used exclusively for tour operations business, and this means that the office should be easy to find and should only be used for travel services. So let's go to the accreditation under the International Air Transport Association, or IATA. So IATA accredits 2 distinctive types of travel agencies. The first one is the airline appointed agencies and also the travel sales intermediary agencies. So these airline appointed agencies is a holding ticket stock or capable of e-ticketing. So they are the one who will authorize to sell airline tickets directly and all other categories of travel agencies. And this is called travel sales intermediary or agencies, or TSI. And it is essential to both programs is a set of objectives with appropriate business standards that agencies must meet. So they are the one who will assist with travel but do not sell flight tickets directly. And for the airline appointed services, when a travel agency is appointed by the airlines through IATA, the owner enters into an agency agreement with one or more IATA's 79 customer airlines. Each airline sets its own standards for appointing travel agencies, and each airline may select any number of appointment criteria. Travel agencies receive remuneration, generally in the form of commissions on the sale of air transportation services, with the rate of commission is set between the individual agency and each airline. So this means that these airline appointed services means that travel agencies must meet the specific requirements set by each airline in order to be officially appointed. So once appointed, they can sell airline tickets and earn commissions based on their agreements with the airlines. So these are the standards for accreditations will be used, and these are the followings. The first one is the managerial qualifier, so which means that the experience and skills of the agency's manager. Technical qualifier, the knowledge and technical ability of the agency, the premises where the office space and its sustainability for the business, and also financial capability, whether the agency has enough money to operate, and lastly, the security standards, ensuring that the agency follows safety and security rules. So these are the important factors that a travel agency must meet to become accredited. It ensures that they have proper management, technical skills, a suitable office, financial stability, and follow security regulations. So for the travel sales intermediary, or the TSI, a travel sales intermediary is a business or a proprietary, which means such as proprietorship, partnership, or corporation that is engaged in the sale and or brokerage of travel and travel-related services such as cruises, tours, hotels, car rentals, bus, and rail transportation. So TSIs do not hold airline agency appointments or issue airline tickets. So this means that TSIs act as a middleman who help customers book travel services, but they do not have the direct agreements with airlines and cannot issue flight tickets. And for the accreditation of tour guides, for in the section 9, requirements for issuance of accreditation. An applicant for accreditation as tour guide shall submit the following. The first one is the proof that the applicant has passed a seminary for tour guides duly conducted by the Department of Tourism or other agencies duly authorized by the department to conduct a seminar, provided however that this is requirement may be waived by the department where the applicant possesses special academic or professional qualifications relevant to tourism. And also it needs the certificate of good health issued by any duly accredited government physician, and also a clearance from the National Bureau of Investigation in the case of alien applicants, valid visa from the Bureau of Immigration, and the proper permit from the Department of Labor and Employment. And also it needs the mayor's permit or the municipal license, also the latest income tax return, and also such other documents that the department may require from time to time. So these requirements ensure that tour guides are properly trained, in good health, and have no criminal records, and also have the legal permission to work and are financially compliant. So for the responsibilities of business entities engaged in travel and tour services, travel agencies need to take necessary precaution by exercising due diligence at all times. Under the present state of the law, extraordinary diligence is not required in travel or tour contracts. However, the travel agency acting as a tour operator must nevertheless be held to strict accounting to contracted services, considering the public interest in tourism, whether in the local or in the international scene. So this means these responsibilities of business entities engaged in travel and tour services. It means that while travel agencies are not legally required to go beyond basic diligence, they must still be careful in handling transactions and services to protect customers and maintain trust. And also, let's go to the prohibition against engaging in recruitment activities. So in this law, Article 2626, Labor Code of the Philippines, travel agencies prohibited to recruit. Travel agencies and sales agencies of airline companies are prohibited from engaging in the business of recruitment and placement of workers for overseas employment, whether for profit or not. So this article means that travel agencies cannot recruit or send workers abroad, as this is strictly regulated under labor laws to prevent illegal recruitment. And let's go to the last one, the e-ticketing and e-commerce. E-ticketing is one of the most significant opportunities to reduce costs and improve passengers' convenience, and it also reduces the ticket processing charges, eliminates the need for paper, and allows greater flexibility to the passenger and the travel agent to make changes in the itinerary. So one of the main advantages of e-ticketing is its ability to lower ticket processing charges, because traditional paper tickets require printing, distribution, and manual handling, which add cost for airlines and also travel agencies. So by switching to digital formats, airlines significantly reduce operation expenses, making flights more affordable in the long run. And also under Republic Act No. 8792 from June 14, 2000, also known as the Electronic Commerce Act, an electronic document refers to information or the representation of information, data, figures, symbols, or other modes of written expression described or however represented, by which a right is established or an obligation extinguished, or by which a fact may be proved, and a form which is received, recorded, transmitted, stored, processed, retrieved, or produced electronically. So under this law is an electronic document refers to any form of digital information that establishes a right, confirms an obligation, or serves as proof of a transaction. This can include digital contracts, e-tickets, invoices, and other online records. So in this law ensures that such documents are protected, stored, and retrieved securely, reducing the risk of fraud and unauthorized alterations. So this e-ticketing has and also the e-commerce has transformed the airline industry by reducing cost, improving security, and enhancing passenger convenience. Backed by the Electronic Commerce Act, digital transactions are legally protected, ensuring safe and reliable travel booking processes. So this shows that the interconnected of the e-ticketing um, and also covered or legally protect, ensuring the backed by the Electronic Commerce Act under the Republic Act number 8792. So for the conclusion, travel agencies are essential to the tourism industry and the country's economic growth. Because tourism is an important public concern, the government must ensure proper regulations and promotion. And also the laws and guidelines set by the Department of Tourism and the Supreme Court help maintain order in the industry, ensuring that travel agencies and tour operators follow proper standards and provide quality services. And that would be all for the chapter 9 that tackles about the laws regulating travels and tour services. Thank you for listening, and again, I'm Hanna Brett L. Perocho from BSHM 3E. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.